Hello guys, and welcome to this video. I figured I should try and release at least something while I'm working on the next video. So here's my, not my, but the official FromSoft approved Nightreign character tier list. Short disclaimer, I have never played Nightreign at all. It's way too expensive, and I figured it would just be like this short-lived multiplayer title, so I never really considered buying it, and I don't really have any interest in it. But this is the official FromSoft approved list, so FromSoft agrees with everything I have to say in this video. Yeah, so let's start. First we got the, I think, wielder is called, and wielder is like an all-rounder. He can do a little bit of everything. He's supposed to be like this master of none character, which usually means that they're master of all. Like if you've ever played, for example, in Monster Hunter, if you played Sword and Shield, which is similar, like it's supposed to be this jack of all trades, master of none weapon, but it can actually just do everything well, and is therefore the best weapon. He's probably, like, I don't know, I've never played him, but he's probably like this, so he's gonna go in S tier. And I generally like just kind of like characters who can do everything. It's like, you know, bards in D&D who are also supposed to be jack of all trades, but they actually they can tear the game apart. He's probably like that, so he's gonna go in S tier. Next we have Executioner or Executor, I'm not sure how what his name is, and he's a very technical character. Like you gotta parry and attack 50 times on the new moon, and Mars must be in Taurus, and then your next attack is gonna deal 50% more damage or something like that. So he's a character for people who like to play Eldar on the 40k tabletop, who require like very specific setups and a million steps to land this one attack that's supposed to be really devastating and deal a million damage. So he's gonna go in E tier. Hold on, he's gonna go in E tier because I hate characters like that. And I should probably explain my tier list. It's pretty simple. We got S to E. I put a 5 here because I don't know which letter comes between C and E. Let me know, like, if you know which letter comes here, let me know in the comments, maybe. So next we got Guardian. No, hold on, this is Guardian. All you need to know about Guardian is that he looks like this, and if you play Guardian, like, unironically, you probably have a critical lack of shame. Like, I don't think you can play Guardian and feel good about yourself without having some kind of problems. He's gonna go in E tier, obviously. Next is Raider, and Raider, I think, like, is pretty solid. Like, you probably can't go wrong with Raider. Just like a big muscular guy. Just look at his arms, they're so short. He looks like a guy who's just kind of like, he's just having fun, and he's probably the kind of character I would play if I were to play Nightreign. Except I prefer I prefer to play female characters, so in most games, except in Vermintide. In Vermintide I was a Saltspire main. I especially like to play Zealot because like with a Zealot you can just kind of turn your brain off and don't have to worry too much about taking damage, because Zealot gets better if he takes damage. And you know the little scoreboard at the end of a round of Vermintide where it says, among other things, like most damage taken. If you're the one who has taken the most damage during a match, then everyone's gonna think, oh man, that guy is so bad, he doesn't know what he's doing. Unless you're playing Zealot. Like, if you're playing Zealot and you're the guy with most damage taken, then everyone's gonna think, oh yeah, he's good, he knows what he's doing, right? But I enjoyed playing Zealot, and therefore Saltspire is gonna go in S tier. I also enjoyed playing Warrior Priest, but Warrior Priest required a little too much thinking at times, and so I preferred Zealot. Next character is, I think, Revenant, she's called. She's like the doll child. And her design is very good. There's some pretty good stuff on her out there, except like some of the fan art is absolutely disgusting. Like, I've seen fan art where they draw her with like with big tits, and that is pretty like, that is very much a crime. If you have a flat-chested character and you give her big tits, like, why draw the character in the first place? It's like, you know, opening, like, I don't know, like opening a can of sardines and like removing all the sardines and putting olives inside, and then eating the olives. Like, what are you doing? Just you should have just opened a jar of olives if you want to eat olives, and leave the sardines alone. So to everyone who likes to draw Revenant with big tits, just leave her alone, man. She deserves better. So I don't know, actually, I'm not actually sure what she does. I think she's kind of like a summoner, which is kind of cool. So, but her design is pretty peak, so she's gonna go in S tier. Next we have Undertaker. I think she's called Undertaker, right? So she's kind of cool. Like, she has a big mace, and I like blunt weapons. I like big maces and hammers. I think her like ultimate is pulling a bone out of her body and spearing people with it, which is pretty metal, pretty hardcore. But I don't know what she actually does. Like, she is like I like her design. Like, she's like petite woman who is actually insanely strong, which activates all my elements, so she's gonna go into S tier. Next we have Tanya from Yojo Denki, I believe it's pronounced, unless you prefer the English title of Saga of Tanya the Evil. But if you prefer the English title to the original Japanese one, then you're probably something like, then you probably also watch dubbed anime, so who cares what you have to say. There's again really good design. There's some pretty good material on her out there. There's just the fact that, you know, she was a man in her previous life, and she's aware of the fact, and so is the reader or the viewer if you actually enjoyed the god-awful anime. But you know, it's kind of to be expected. If you have reincarnation, that in your previous life you might have been different gender or whatever. Like, you know, my many female viewers, they also might have been a man in the previous life. You know, there's not much you can do about that. It's just that she's aware, and that's a little bit off-putting. So that's why I can't put her in S tier, but she's a strong A, definitely. Like there's some good stuff about her out there. So next we have Duchess. I am not sure what Duchess does. I think she can turn invisible, which is probably pretty useful. Like, you can help out downed teammates. I don't know. I don't really know anything about her. I'm just gonna put her in B tier. I think, like, her design is pretty forgettable. I wouldn't play this character, but I wouldn't disrespect the ones who do. Next we got the old guy from Kaiji. I think think Kazutaka is his name. Kazutaka, the owner of the evil owner of the financial consulting company, who many people aren't aware of this, but he was actually the real life inspiration for Mr. Beast. Like when they came up with Mr. Beast, they were obviously looking at this guy and thought, yeah, we want him. Like they're both clearly sadists, pretty huge sadists, and they force people into these, like innocent people, into these really fucked up games that ruin lives for the enjoyment of their sick audience. I'm not actually sure how much he would measure up to the other characters. So he's like I'm not sure what he actually does by himself. He lets his underlings that he also likes to torture do everything. So he's probably gonna go in C tier, because like if he's out on the field with like Raider or something, there's probably not much he can do. You know, like the enemies are probably not. They don't owe him money or anything, so there isn't really anything he can do. Yeah, so he's gonna go in C tier. Next we have Iron Eye. Iron Eye, I think is his name. And Iron Eye, like, he's an archer. And therefore, like, nobody actually enjoys archery in games like as their main play style. Like usually nobody goes for the archer. And you gotta consider Nightreign is a very, very realistic game. And having like a guy who only does archery, like a single guy who does nothing but fire arrows and move around the battlefield, that's very unrealistic. Like if you know anything about real life medieval archery, that is very unrealistic. Like especially longbow archery required a lot of specific circumstances and setup to be effective. And even then, it's not like, you know, a single longbow archer could just you know, kill some kind of fucked up monster. So he's pretty immersion breaking. He's very immersion breaking. So I gotta put him in C tier, you know, because where else does he belong? Like he's just so odd. Next we got Otto Skorzeny. He wrote a book. It's pretty interesting. I would recommend it. Yeah, so Otto Skorzeny, the famous World War II SS operative, and like what I found remarkable about him is that he joined the SS in his 30s. Like in his 30s, so pretty late in his life. And to all my millennial viewers who maybe think, oh, I've wasted my life, there's nothing I can do about it now. That's not true. Let yourself be inspired by him. Let yourself be inspired by Otto, who joined the SS in his 30s, and you know, you might as well. You might still turn your life around. Just do as he did, and so he's probably pretty good. Again, I've never played him, but he is probably pretty solid. He was very skilled in real life, so it makes sense he would be skilled in the game as well. But I don't know enough about him, about his skill set, to put him in S tier. So I would rather put him in A, but a very strong A. Like he's up there with Tanya, definitely. Next we got the wizard. What's her name? Recluse. She's a wizard, and did you know she's not only a big intelligence character. She's also got big faith. So she can cast the spells well, and the priest spells as well. yeah, I don't really know what she does. She's probably like a blaster. Like blaster wizards are by far the most boring wizards out there. There's so much you can do with wizards, but it's always just fireball or whatever. So she's gonna go in C tier because I don't know, I wouldn't play her. I'd be bored. Next up we got Mari _en from Face Connect. There isn't all that much I know about her. Like, I know she has chronic constipation issues. I know she has crazy nails. And I know she talks funny. So I'm not entirely sure where to put her, so I think I'm gonna put her here. Because this tier has remained empty until now, and I gotta put someone in it, so it might as well be her. Last one is Scholar. Like Scholar, I kind of like his vibes. I like item user classes, as far as these even exist. Like I like Alchemist in Pathfinder, and he's kind of like that, I think. So that's pretty neat. I don't actually know how useful he is, but I just kind of like characters who can just like pull something out of their pocket, like that. Maybe not the strongest or the smartest or have cool spells or whatever, but they can just, you know, like throw pocket sand at an enemy and it kills them or something like that. And I think he's kind of like that, so he's gonna go in A tier. So that's it. That is the official FromSoft approved character Nightreign character tier list. Let me know if you agree with the tier lists, and just know that if you don't, then I guess you're wrong. Like FromSoft's official statement is that you're wrong, and they might, like, FromSoft, they can put this on the Nightreign website. They have my permission to use this, and if they want, they can consult me, like maybe ask me to make another tier list. Like for Elden Ring, for example, I've actually played that, or any of the Souls games. I haven't played Bloodborne, so this would be a good incentive for FromSoft to release Bloodborne on PC. So I might play it and make a tier list for them. So you know, this might entice them to release Bloodborne on PC. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't really, like, I don't really know when the next video will be up. I'm kind of busy, and it's kind of a big video, so it might still take a while. But anyway, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. I hope you had fun. Goodbye.